she'll come back at me even now. Well, you said football. I'm like, oh God, girl. I turn into a boomer for a second. It's fun ping-ponging between the generational ways of.
Oh, I know.
Sometimes I'm a Gen X, sometimes I'm a boomer, sometimes I'm an empathetic millennial. It really depends on what's happened in the 10 minutes prior to the episode.
I was just saying to someone the other day, I was like, I felt like I was so whole and healed, and then I had children, and I was like, oh,
honestly,
God.
honestly. And then there's parts of you where you're like, I forgot that was in there. My bad. I feel like I'm 18 again.
Like, oh my God, there's my mother.
Honestly, some of the stuff that comes out of my mouth, I have every now and then been just like, when it's too much in a moment, we're doing too many things, and why? Like, because I said so. And I'm like, oh my God, why did I even say that?
You know what I've done is I've rephrased that too, because that's my decision right now.
We like that.
And then I find it takes kind of the dominance out of it.
Yeah.
I hated that.
I hated it too. That's why I hate that it comes out of my mouth when I'm frustrated, because you're like, oh, I know better than
I'll
that.
still do it,
Yeah.
but I've really tried to practice because that's what I've decided right now. So it's not as dismissive to them, and I'm taking ownership of the decision.
Yeah. Because normally 10 minutes after I say that, when either I've calmed down or we're like in the car finally or whatever it is, I go, okay, I know I said that, I'm sorry, and then I have to kind of debrief and go, my bad, I was frustrated, or I was, mommy's very tired and I'm trying to get out the door. So I'm like, oh. I do feel that at least I'm getting better at, explaining myself and apologizing when I've been too much of myself. Yeah.
Or sometimes, like, I've also found, like, my 9-year-old, he's like, wants to know everything, he wants to unpack everything all the time, and I will just, like, it's so tempting to just be like, just stop, just not right now.
Yes.
Right? But if I tag on to it, Jacob, I don't have the energy for this right now.
I've said that a few
We'll have
times.
this discussion another time, but I can't have it right now.
You should hang out with Brooklyn, they sound similar,
Yeah,
because she's the same, she
he
wants to
still
know everything.
struggles. Or I'll say to him, like, okay, can I just finish? Can I just finish? Can I just finish? And I'll say, okay, yes you can, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm probably not hearing you.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you're okay with that, go ahead and speak. But I'm probably not hearing you.
It's true though, but like, yeah, I think as a generation, we're pretty good at trying to say, when we're wrong, which a lot of our parents weren't very good at.
Yeah.
Not intentionally even. It's not that I even like blame my parents for that, but it's just like, the way things work. So it's just funny because it's like, even yesterday. And Brooklyn, man, that girl. I joke that she's a bit autistic. She hangs on things. She fixates on things.
Yeah.
So like, she had a moment last night where like Logan was being a bit of a pest in Brooklyn's defense because he's, a bit of a brat, but like he wanted to go to the bath first or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So he kind of, and then she ended up pushing him in the bathroom. And we're like, that's not allowed. So Aaron took her out, cleared her room. You can't do that. Come back in and whatever. I don't want to say anything about it. He opened the door right around. That's rude. Oh. And then immediately the first guy on the right is, well, he was doing it. Running back. Yeah. I'm like, okay. The moment was like 5 minutes ago. And then he's like, oh, we're going to go back in here because clearly still not over it. And then he opened it the second time, same thing. And then he's like, okay, now I'll sit. I don't know. But it's just like, man, these kids. So far, it's like, don't do the wrong thing. And in music or so I find myself being more physical, not physically with my children, but like, I jump off quickly and I kind of look really anxious. Add a little pressure from food when you want things done. And Aaron's like, I gotta calm down. And I'm like, hey, I've been working with horses for 20 years. I've only had kids for 6. I'm not good at this yet. They actually do speak English. My argument with the horses is we can't sit and explain everything to them.
No.
But we can with kids, but then it's like, that takes a long time too, actually. He looks a little more forward now
Yeah,
today.
a little bit better. I kind of got after him in the lunges right off the hop, and so
Yeah.
he doesn't eat, we installed.
Oh, there we go.
I kind of know what species right now today.
Of course, that's the case. What was funny is he in her line. Like the longest he ever
And
seen.
she's like, she's I don't think she's that one.
Yeah.
Everything at all. There's Lucy here.
Huh? Well, because she was, I was doing a little bit of walking hard for a minute and trying like, turn out very hard, she's very like that. I was just trying to like, touch her and a little bit better. And then the 5 minutes after that, we didn't get really far with it, she started to like, do a little bit, but I didn't want to push it in 5 seconds.
No, okay.
And then the 5 minutes after that, she stopped at B and literally just had like these big teeth.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, it's funny how the body reacts or processes things different ways.
Yes.
And how inhibitory it can be when they have to, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. So I do a little bit of body work on him myself, like stuff that I've learned.
yeah.
And he'll often want to pee when I'm like doing
Yeah.
body work on, like as a release. So
Yeah.
I did some this morning to try and initiate the
Get it?
pee.
Yeah, yeah.
So I did some. Now normally they'll like stretch in the house time and have, you know, let me know if he's sleeping. I do play around with like moving him out.
Yep. Well, I like riding the babies at least on the second track too, because you're trying to not use the wall as a crutch.
So that's what
Unless,
he's doing. Like if he's not doing the light.
no, and especially that. You're like, no, you've lost the boundary. Yeah. So even here, if you can start thinking about having him slightly to the left, because he is literally like 3 years old, so I don't anticipate him being able to hold that at all. But even as you're off the wall here, start to get the idea in your head that, yeah, I want him to look just a little bit like in the direction of travel for balance. Not for correctness, not for any of that. And the boundary is very loose.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know otherwise. But even right from the beginning, making sure that you can kind of move his head and neck around a little bit in a playful way.
Yeah.
You know, if I touch this rein, you follow my hand. If I touch this leg, you move over a little bit, right? And being very clear, that's better. Like even that is a difference because then the hind leg stays underneath him a little bit more. I mean, baby battles, it is a little scary. You're very honest in the moment, but you want to try to set him up the best you can so that when you do talk in a few minutes, he's already underneath himself, right? That's why you're trying to ask for the transition. We count down everything out of right that we can, reasonably, to stack the whole part for it. You can add in all. You have to get, like, kind of move his head a little bit without having him walk off too. Another piece is being able to, if you sit there and your legs are off a bit, and I touch the rein and he just moves his head.
Right.
Right? His legs do nothing.
I do this like on the ground.
Yeah. It's just a little bit of gymnastics, a little bit of really, and then just understand again. Even before we sit on and do stuff, every person is natural behavior for preparing themselves for right
Right.
Right. And a lot of it's in the right size, the right he's like cemented in the ground, he's not moving yet, put your legs back, and say, okay, buddy, walk.
Yeah.
But for the most part, give yourself the grace of like, everything can take between 5 and 10 steps when I ask for it, because he's a baby. But I need to keep my leg forward and hear it in the know. This is where I want to be able to use it 2 years from now. Right? But I do know what I'm doing. But if you can, that's your goal. Unless you're a safety environment, unless you're like, cornering anything that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Keep that left leg forward. Yeah.
I think the other thing I catch myself doing is when it doesn't have a huge barrel, it's still on my legs. I find I reach back looking for that to fill it up. I do notice that in my videos, or like even when I'm riding, I'm like, "Fuck, my legs like way down." But it's because I'm looking for
him.
him.
somewhere.
Yeah, because he's
Yeah.
just not. Like I think we'll get there. But, so.
Yeah, it's that feeling where your whole back of your leg, you do have to convince yourself to do more contact with your face. Because you're right, he's little, right? And he's narrow and stuff. I mean, like, he's slightly narrow in the home, but like, he does fill off the frame going on.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just, it's because you don't have, the engaged sleep yet.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't understand it yet. But this is where you have to kind of go, okay, what if I push forward with my feet? What if I move my pelvis, through the front door and close the back of my thighs and the bottom of my boots together? Then we go. Right? Yeah, here, just watch him holding his head forward. Good. All the pressure off. Even if he happens to walk, good, now take a breath and just do it again. Hands together. Good, and then pressure off. Good, and then again. If you're gonna grab a pin, you can do that after 10 minutes. Good, and then pressure off. Good. Good. Very good. Yes, and then stop. So we have to be bipolar about it, right? Pressure, pressure, pressure. Oh, we're good. Now pressure, 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 and then good. Quiet, consistent repetition. Quiet, pressure, hold, down. No. Good, good, good. Nice big circle-ish. Good, anyway. Moving his body space more into your right brain. Yes, good boy. Good. And left to center. Good. Yeah. Well, we need to reinforce it though, right? Because you've also said go and, okay, fine, okay, fine, thank you, right? And this is baby horses, right? And it's,
So when he's really struggling, I'll go back to the when he's
Yeah.
not,
yeah, you can just do your thing.
then I need to go home.
Yeah.
But again, it seems to connect off, and they can,
Yeah. Well, and you need him to buy in a little bit, right? And we're still on his side, because if I'm standing in the middle and yelling, it doesn't mean that, all of a sudden we're not going to, I'm totally fine. It's your training program, I'm just sprinkling, on top of it, right? So, that doesn't bother me. Yeah, I want you to put your leg on, and I want him to go, oh, I got a cookie last time.
yeah.
Right?
And that's, it seems like if ever I get stuff that works for him, and then if it's, like I know I can't do it forever, but
No, but,
I also don't want to like,
no. Because like you said, it's not every day, there's going to be harder days, right? So, with Taylor to go. You just sort of create this boundary where he's not allowed to bring his head actually to the right. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, and soft. Good. Nice and big. Nice and big. Good man. There you go. So, breathe. Come, yeah. Create a boundary through your walkway. That's it. Good man. Oh, all right. Where he just can't bring his head to the outside. Yeah, exactly. You just touch it. Every time you do, you put that left leg on a little bit to reinforce. Good man. Good boy. Ooh, good. Good. Yeah. Forward and through. Forward and through. Yeah. Stay on the little training track. On your back. Good. Come forward through his ears. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Look through there. Good boy. Yeah. Left to center. Yeah. There. Left to center. There you go. There you go. Did he feel like no? Was he just wanted something? Right? It's that the left brain says you can't go that. It's not even that you're pulling him and saying, hey, flex left. Right. He doesn't know what the heck that is. But I need him to keep his spine straight. In order for him to go more forward and more straight, more through himself, his spine has to stay in at least a straight line. Okay. And because he's not quite off yet as a baby, counter flexion is going to set you up for the shoulder. Right, and then he gets up behind your leg. So, especially on days like this where he's just a little bit sticky, you just go, okay, straight. So that he can push equally off both hind legs, right? Both thrusters have to be able to engage together. Yeah, the straighter he is, the more forward he can go. Yeah, good boy. Good. Good. And good, and now soft. Good.